Hello there. I am delighted to welcome you on board with Treasury Railways today. As I'm sure you are aware, you are making history by joining us because this is our first ever ASMR railway journey. And as a thank you for booking with us, we are going to try to make this trip as special as possible for you. But most of all, we hope that you will have a deeply relaxing and enjoyable experience. My name is T, and I will be your personal attendant for the duration that you are with us. So if there is anything you need whatsoever, don't hesitate to let me know, alright? Very good. Let's get a little bit of housekeeping out of the way then. So as you are joining us as a VIP first class customer, you will have exclusive use of the cabin and all of its facilities. So you can help yourself to the snack bar and anything in the fridge whenever you want it. You can also make use of all of the in-cabin entertainment options. So there is a television for you. We also have a selection of games and books if you would like them. There isn't any washroom facilities within the cabin itself, but if you go out of the door and turn to your left, you will see 2 doors down. There is a sign for washroom facilities, which also includes a shower should you require it. I need to let you know that we don't permit smoking or vaping on board for the safety of all of our passengers and staff. I hope that's okay. We are more than happy for you to open the window if you would like to, although there are air conditioning and thermostat controls within the room itself. If you do decide to open a window though, then obviously please just do not poke your head out there. We'd much rather you enjoy the views from the safety of within the cabin. It has been known to happen. Within the cabin itself, you will have Wi-Fi access, and in fact that Wi-Fi access extends throughout the entirety of our train. So if you do take a trip to have a little wander or look around, you will have Wi-Fi wherever you go. There are also plenty of plug sockets for you to use at your disposal, as well as some spare chargers for your devices if you need them. You're very welcome to use all of your portable electronic devices as you normally would. No need for aeroplane mode. In terms of the facilities on board, we have a hairdresser, we have a spa where we are offering massage services. We also do have an onboard chef, so if you are interested in ordering a la carte, then I will pop back later for you to take your order. But in the meantime, there is a little shop and cafe where you can order some snacks and drinks if you would like to do so. And of course, I can bring you snacks and drinks with my card as well. If you would like to get hold of me directly at any point, because of course I will leave you to relax in peace, then just take the telephone that's here on this side table. And if you need to call me, just press 410 and the call button, and I will get back to you immediately. If you are worried about not remembering that number, please don't worry, because it is on the phone itself. 410 and the call button. Alright? Very good. do also have to let you know that in the event of an emergency, the emergency doors will open automatically. Within the carriages, they are illuminated, so you will see them very clearly, but you will be also directed as to what to do by a member of staff. Is that all okay for you? Good. Do you have any questions about the cabin or any of the facilities at all? We are offering lunch and dinner, yes, so I will pop back a bit later for you if you'd like me to do so, to give you some options for that. Of course. Okay. Well, let me tell you a little bit about the journey itself and what we have in store, and then I will leave you to get relaxed and settled in for a little bit, okay? Wonderful. Okay. So you're going to be with us for a little while today, as I'm sure you are aware. We have planned the first of its kind trip through England and into Scotland. We're going to take you on a little bit of a sightseeing tour so that you can see some of the most beautiful sights that the UK has to offer. And if you want to, there is a carriage where we have a tourist guide who will point out some of those beautiful things for you. But to let you know, we are starting today here in Newquay, that's just down there, and our train is going to take a journey along the north coast of Cornwall and into Devon. So you will see some really beautiful coastline and little towns such as Bude and Ilfracombe. Newquay and Bude are very, very popular surfing spots, so you may well get to see some surfers depending on what the waves are doing today. We will then continue our journey along the coast until we get up to Bristol, where you may just catch sight of the Severn Bridge, which connects England to Wales. We will then travel slightly northeast into the Cotswolds. This is an area of outstanding natural beauty. It is quintessentially English, with lots of gorgeous, picturesque little villages and countryside for you to enjoy. So we will take a meander through there and then head even further east towards the capital, London, where you are going to see some of the most famous tourist sites as we traverse around the edges of the River Thames. So I suggest you look out for the Houses of Parliament, Tower Bridge, and even Big Ben as we travel through London. We are then going to head north via Cambridge and into Nottinghamshire, where we will pass Sherwood Forest, home of the infamous Robin Hood. I'm sure you have heard of him, and if not, our tour guide will tell you more. We're then going to cross from Nottingham over to Liverpool, spiritual home of the Beatles, of course, a little band you might or might not have heard of. And then from there we will head even further north again into the Lake District National Park. So there are some really, really beautiful views and scenery to be enjoyed here. If you are a keen photographer, we will pass quite slowly through this area, so you will have great opportunities to get some really good shots there whilst we're there. And then from there we will speed up a little bit all the way across the English and Scottish border into Scotland, where we will end our journey in Edinburgh. A really beautiful city, and I'm looking forward to going there myself this year for the wonderful Christmas market they have. So, how does that sound? Perfect. Do you have any plans for Edinburgh once you're there? Oh, you're going to head up towards Ben Nevis. Are you a keen climber? The Lake District will be wonderful for you as well then, I'm sure. Perhaps you could stop back there on the way. On the way home, that's it. Lovely. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the sound of that. Some parts of the journey will be quite quick. Others we will take a more gentle pace. But please don't worry if the train does stop entirely at any point, because of course sometimes we just need to make room for other passing trains. It doesn't mean that there's an issue of any sort. Very good. Okay. Well, I am going to leave you to settle in now for a little bit. Get used to the cabin, make your acquaintances, and I will be back shortly to offer you some snacks and drinks. Alright? Lovely. See you soon. Hello again. How are you settling in so far? Have you found everything you need? That's wonderful. I'm very happy to hear that. I'm just popping by to see if you are feeling at all peckish, whether you might like any refreshments or snacks. Yes? Okay, so we have an array of sandwiches, toasties as well if you like, we could warm them up for you. We have chicken and tomato, bacon, lettuce and tomato, ham and cheese. We have cheese and onion, an egg mayonnaise sandwich, and we also have a couple of beetroot and hummus based vegan options for sandwiches as well, if you would like any of those. We can offer you all sorts of confectionery, all of your most popular favourites, whether that's perhaps some chocolate or some sweets. We have things like Kit Kats and Mars bars and Rolos. I love Rolos personally, I think they're a great choice. We have sweets like Skittles and Starburst. You can have a crunchy or maybe some, what else have we got? We've got Smarties. Those are always very popular if you just fancy something peckish. We have jelly babies as well. Or if you want something a little bit more savoury, we have an array of crisps as well, in basically every flavour you can think of, but of course Pringles are always a popular choice. Would you like any of that? Okay, well I do have a couple of different options if you would like. We have, for example, these Monster Claws. Very relevant on the basis that it is coming up to Halloween. They are pickled onion flavour. Very, very popular classic English treat. So those are an option if you would like them. If you are looking for something more savoury, then I could suggest these Brazil nuts to you. So just a handful of these will give you a little bit of energy for the day. I think that they are quite a strong nutty flavour, but some people really enjoy them. So I can leave these here for you as well if you'd like. Or perhaps if you're looking for more of a mix, you could opt for something like this. is to please everyone, of course, whether you are in the sweet camp or the salty camp. Personally, I prefer salted popcorn, but I know for plenty of people sweet is the only option. But I find that these are a lovely light snack for when you don't want to fill up too much before dinner. So again, I will leave those ones to the side for you as well. Now, in terms of drinks, are you in the mood for a hot drink or a cold drink? We have plenty of fizzy drinks. We have carbonated water, we have Coca-Cola, Fanta, lemonade. What would you like? More of a tea? We do have coffees as well. We do have a selection of teas available. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you're feeling a little under the weather. Have you had difficulty sleeping lately? So nothing caffeinated then? Of course. Well, to start, we have a standard Tetley decaf tea bag. So this is your traditional English breakfast tea, but just the decaffeinated version, so it's not going to keep you awake all night. It has that classic tea flavour that we all know and love. But if you're looking for something a little bit more immune boosting, we can offer PG Tips Immunity Plus. So this one isn't actually decaffeinated, so you might just want to have one of these if you're worried about sleeping later, but this particular one contains vitamin C, and that's just out to really give a bit of a boost to your immune system if you feel like you need it, of course. So that one is an option there. Classic cuppa, but with a little bit of a boost. If you are more into fruit teas, however, I could offer you this super blend from Twinings, and this particular one is a black currant and raspberry with echinacea and elderberry. So again, this one is designed specifically to help with supporting your immune system, and because it is a fruit-based tea, it is naturally caffeine free. Elderberry in British theme is found in the British countryside at the end of summer. They are rich in colour and they have a kind of tart, juicy flavour. Echinacea is a really gorgeous pink flower with pink and purple petals, and it's the root that we actually use. It has a kind of subtle and woody flavour. So the blackcurrant and the raspberry are what make it a little bit sweeter. It's a very fragrant tea, but I think that's a good option if you like a fruit tea. If you are feeling particularly under the weather, I could offer you a lemon and ginger tea. If you suffer with any kind of travel sickness at all, or feel that that makes you a bit woozy, then the ginger in this one will really help to counteract that and settle your stomach. So again, this one is caffeine free, very, very different flavour to the Twinings, but if you prefer a kind of more singy tea, then this option for you. Okay. Or you might choose a cherry super tea. So this one is infused with vitamin D. And vitamin D is really important because it contributes to the normal functioning of the immune system. So a different flavour again, but doing the same job for you. Okay. And after all that, if you feel like what you would really like to do is just relax, maybe even take a nap, then we have this really lovely sleep tea. This one has got vitamin B3 in it, and again it's a herbal infusion. This one has passion flower, chamomile and spiced apple. So it's a really warming, cozy flavour, and it will just help you to relax and send your body into that state so that it's ready for sleep. Which of those would you most like to try? Okay, so I can make you a pot of tea or a mug. What would you prefer? Alright, well let's go for a pot of the decaf tea then, and then we can do you a mug of the fruit tea. How does that sound? Lovely, I will just boil the kettle for you. Okay, so while that one is boiling, I'm just going to prepare your fruit tea for you. Going to place this one inside the mug, and I will wrap the little tag through the handle for you there so it doesn't fall into the cup. You'll want to wait for this one to steep for at least 3 to 5 minutes, and just to wait for the water to cool down as well. Of course, we don't want any burnt toes. Let's just pour some water in there. There you go. So that smells really good. Beautiful fruity tea. I think even just the aroma is relaxing, isn't it? I'll leave that to one side for you to cool down. Okay, just there with your snacks. And then over here on your service trolley, I have this teapot which I will leave for you. So I will pop a tea bag in there. Just one of these teacups, and And then I'm just going to pour some water in here. Again, we're going to leave that for 3 to 5 minutes before you want to pour yourself a drink. So I'll put that over here for you. There's a cup there too. And just to let you know, if you would like it, you do also have some sugar that you can add in. On your side table. And a little jug of milk as well, if you would like it. I wouldn't suggest that you add the milk to the fruit tea though. That's meant to be enjoyed without milk. And plenty of people do actually have black tea in any case, but it's there if you would like it. Okay. Wonderful. I will leave you now to enjoy your snacks and your drinks for a little bit, and then I will be back shortly to take your order for dinner. See you soon. Hello again. What do you think of the Devon and Cornwall coastline? Have you enjoyed it? Did you happen to catch a sight of Tintagel Castle? You did. It's believed to be the birthplace of King Arthur himself. It's a very popular tourist destination. It's a really, really beautiful part as well of the coastline. Definitely worth a visit if you're ever in the area. Yes. Well, we are approaching Bristol at the moment. It's a very vibrant and upcoming city, so you should also see the Severn Bridge as well as we pass that, connecting over to the Welsh coastline. And we will be shortly making our onward journey towards the Cotswolds. So it's about time that I take your orders for dinner. Now I hope you don't mind, but Chef has asked me if any of our customers would be willing to try out a new sample menu that he is working on. He is very keen to introduce an Asian specials menu on one of our upcoming trips that we have planned. So we have some Asian meals, and what he's asked is if you would be willing to try them, and if not, we have our standard 3-course menu that we would supply anyway. But I do have a book here with some of the recipes in it if you'd be interested in hearing. Yes. Okay, so to make this fair, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask you to give me a page, and I will flip to that page and read that option to you. We'll do this 3 times, and then you can decide whether you like to go with one of those or whether you'd like to hear the other menu. Okay, so if you could please give me a number between 7 and 94. Okay. So that is this one. It is a twice cooked pork. So this includes pork, cabbage and peppers, which are going to be fried but kept bright and firm, and it's going to be served with steamed avocado rice. How does that one sound to you? Okay. If you could give me another number then. All right. Okay. That one is pork again. Would you like to hear another pork dish, or would you like me to turn the page? Okay. Okay, this is exciting. So this one is a fried whole sea bream with garlic, tamarind and chili sauce. So it is a fish dish, ever so slightly spiced, and the sauce is spicy and garlicky, but the fish has a lovely crispy skin. How does that one sound? We could serve that one with an accompaniment of your choice. I think the avocado rice would go really well with that one as well, actually. Okay, so one more number for me. Okay, so you have chosen for the third option a pork, root vegetable, tofu and miso soup. And we can actually make this one vegan or vegetarian if you wanted it to, by removing the pork so that it was a tofu and root vegetable option instead. This actually looks like a lovely warming dish for this time of year when it's starting to get a bit cooler. It looks like it could be very, very hearty, and I think probably very delicious. So would you like to try any of those, or would you like to hear our standard set menu that was designed specifically for this trip? Of course we can. You can choose after. So let's have a look. I'll just grab the menu here. Okay, so it is a 3-course menu, starters, mains and desserts, but you don't need to have all 3 if you don't want to. Depends how hungry you think you might be. Wonderful. So our first option then, and these are British classics, is a starter of Scottish smoked salmon with dill creme fraiche, and this is served with pickled cucumber ribbons, lemon gel and a crispy rye bread. Or you could choose a cauliflower and cheddar soup. This is velvety roasted cauliflower soup with a mature cheddar foam, truffle oil and a parmesan crisp. We also have a vegan option of salt-baked beetroot with horseradish cream. So these are roasted heritage beets with a whipped cashew horseradish cream, toasted hazelnuts and micro herbs. Which of those would you like to start? Okay, very good choice. Now for your main, you can choose a beef Wellington, a very classic dish. This is a prime fillet of beef wrapped in mushroom duchelle, prosciutto and puff pastry. These are served with red wine jus, fondant potatoes, beautifully soft, and heritage carrots. Or you might perhaps opt for the pan-seared sea bass if you are in the mood for fish. This is served with samphire, crushed new potatoes and a lemon butter sauce. It also comes garnished with crispy capers and seaweed. You might prefer for your main to have the lamb shoulder shepherd's pie. This is a slow cooked lamb shoulder topped with creamy mashed potatoes, served with roasted root vegetables and a rich rosemary jus. And again, for the vegan option, you could choose Wellington, but it would be wild mushroom and lentil instead of beef. So it's a savoury mushroom encased in puffed pastry, served with roasted garlic mashed potatoes, sautéed greens, and a rich vegan red wine jus. Which one of those would you like to order? That sounds wonderful. Okay, let's move on then to desserts. So you might be able to guess what some of these are going to be. Very good. So the first one is indeed sticky toffee pudding. This is a steamed date sponge with toffee sauce, clotted cream ice cream, and a sprinkle of candied walnuts if you would like them. It's very reminiscent of childhood, that one, isn't it? Okay, the next one, my personal favourite, is the Eton mess. So this is layers of macerated strawberries, vanilla scented cream, and a crisp meringue, and it's finished with an elderflower syrup and some mint, just to elevate it slightly. I think that is a beautiful dessert, but of course it's entirely up to you. The next dessert option is a treacle tart. So this is a warm treacle tart with a hint of lemon zest, served with Cornish clotted cream and a gingerbread crumble. Indeed they are. All of the ingredients are locally sourced throughout England and Scotland as far as we can. Very good. The vegan dessert option then is a chocolate and hazelnut tort. This is a rich, dark chocolate tort with a hazelnut crust, and it is served with a raspberry coulis and coconut-based whipped cream as well. course, I will get those orders placed for you, and dinner will be served at around 5 o'clock. Alright? Lovely. I will see you then. Enjoy your afternoon. Here you go. Dinner is served. This is your starter in here. So I will just place this one down to the side on your side table for you. What I thought I would do is see if you wanted a cocktail or drink to go with dinner. We do have, of course, wines and hot drinks, cold drinks, everything as usual, but we do have a special cocktail menu that I thought you might like to hear. They are complimentary for you. Well, we do like to treat our guests as best as we possibly can, and it's all included within the VIP experience. Good. Let's have a look then. These have been prepared especially for the journey today. It's our way of helping you to help us to celebrate this occasion. Okay, first up on the menu we have an elderflower and cucumber fizz. This is a refreshing blend of gin, elderflower liqueur and freshly muddled cucumber, topped with prosecco. This is light, floral and herbaceous. It's a cocktail which is finished with a cucumber ribbon and a sprig of mint, just for some crispness. We also have what we are calling smoked maple old fashioned. This is a modern twist on a classic. It's a rich bourbon stirred with smoked maple syrup, a dash of orange bitters, and served over a large ice cube. It's garnished with a scorched orange peel and a cinnamon stick, and it's a smoky, sweet and bold drink that would go beautifully with your dessert. The next option is the rhubarb and ginger Collins. This is a tangy and slightly spicy combination of rhubarb infused vodka, ginger syrup, fresh lemon juice and soda water. It's served long over ice with a candied ginger garnish, and this cocktail strikes the perfect balance between sweet and sharp. You might also like the option of a spiced pear martini. This is a sophisticated blend of spiced pear liqueur, premium vodka and a touch of lemon juice. This is a martini offering a warming combination of ripe pear and delicate spices, served chilled with a thin slice of pear and a star anise for garnish. We do also, of course, offer non-alcoholic cocktails, and my favourite one of those is the rosemary and citrus spritz. This is a vibrant and alcohol-free blend of freshly squeezed orange and grapefruit juice, balanced with a rosemary-infused simple syrup and topped with sparkling water. finished with a sprig of fresh rosemary and an orange twist. This drink is refreshing, fragrant and perfect for any occasion, but especially when you are travelling with Treasury Railways on their first ever trip across the country. Which of those, if any, would you like to order? Wonderful. I will get that ordered for you and I will bring it out with your main course. Okay? Lovely. Enjoy your dinner. I will see you soon. We are now approaching the overnight portion of our journey, the final leg of our journey, and I hope that you have had a wonderful experience so far. Have you had time to explore the rest of the carriages at all? That sounds wonderful. Have you enjoyed the views? There are some quite beautiful parts of the country, aren't there? Absolutely, I agree. Well, on behalf of Treasury Railways, I would like to thank you for booking with us today, and as a very special thank you for being a guest of ours on this very first journey, we would like to present you with a little gift. And that is a set of noise cancelling headphones. So hopefully, if you have any difficulty sleeping, if the background noise of the train or any passing vehicles or anything like that is a bother to you, this will help to alleviate that. So I'll just show you them. They come in this lovely carry case. And I'll place that to one side for you. It's yours as well. And they are super soft, padded over the ear headphone. Very adjustable. And the headband part here is padded as well for your comfort. So it's lovely and soft there. And I find that even as a side sleeper with a good comfortable pair of headphones like this, you can still sleep on your side. The best thing about these though, of course, is their noise cancelling ability. So I'm going to pop them on for you in a moment. You can give them a go and see if it cancels everything out. They do come with a wire, so you can connect them to your devices directly, or they have a Bluetooth option as well, so you can connect, of course, wirelessly. So let's give them a go, shall we? Here we go then. So I'm just going to adjust hear me okay for the moment? Good. Just making sure that they fit correctly over your head and over your ears. They work by scanning your ear shape to cancel out noise as accurately as possible and to improve sound quality for whatever it is that you're listening to. Let's just those earbuds there. How's that feeling? Are they comfortable? It's looking good on you. Okay, so if you have a feel on the left side, on the underside there is the on button. So if you'd like to press that one on, you will find that in a moment or two for a moment. Did that work well? Could you hear anything at all? Could you hear what I was saying? No? That's great. Okay, let's pop them back on then for a moment or two. I'm just going to play you a little bit of Treasury Railways radio for customer relaxation and sleep. Hello and welcome to Treasury Radio, your one-stop shop for ambient sounds, ASMR, tingles, and soothing bedtime stories. Tonight's story takes place at a little seaside town called Mosul. There you are. So, would you be happy with those? Wonderful. Well, the railway radio is there for you if you would like to listen to that bedtime story a little bit later. Or of course you can connect to your own devices so that you can listen to whatever it is you normally enjoy at bedtime. Finally, I would just like to offer you a sleep mask. This is going to block out all of the light for you and help you